terrible. It still hurts.
Alright, so let's avoid it.
Yeah.
Where's your brother?
He's coming.
So, I mean, but from here, you wanna try, if you're in the gate, you wanna make grips. And when you use these grips, you can try and like push this way. And then, what you want a good side control is you wanna control my head, and you wanna control my hips. And when I'm down here on the bottom, I wanna be able to frame him to get here. So I'm gonna put more weight on you. There you go, heavy. You always want as much weight. So I obviously want to escape. I'm down here. You want to try and get mount or go for a submission. So for me, I'm always trying to create space by pushing up. And then when I can create that space, I can regain my guard and start going for stuff. So that's, just basic there. When you're on top, I'm trying to isolate your limbs. So one way to isolate the limb is to pull this up and get this leg underneath. Now he's isolated over here. And then now I can start to isolate over here. And with this isolation, right, you guys have seen all of these submissions, right?
Yeah, we just actually went over them the other night. Yeah, we went from the Americana right into the armbar to the Kimura.
Yeah.
I was teaching those guys how to transition the hands, going from one to the other. Well, like I
Said
said,
he's trying
in
to
2
make
months,
Fridays
they're
just
picking
the
things
top.
up, but nothing really good because we're not drilling anything, we're just going over everything. So a lot of stuff they're gonna see, a lot of stuff they're gonna see, they know, it's just, they're still in that beginning stage,
You want to do a guard pass drill?
Sure, whatever, anything.
All right, cool. So grab a partner, you two over there. You guys can watch. So we'll do a sequence. We'll go into side control. We'll get into side control, and then we'll do a submission from that spot. So I want a posture when I'm in this position. I want to be up. He wants to bring me down here. Because when I'm down here, I'm uncomfortable. If I have the gi on, he can start choking me, and then he's going to start working for arm bars. So I want to get up. I always want to act like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, right? See how they walk? I want to keep my elbows in and arms here. I never want one arm out and one arm back, because now the guy on the bottom can triangle me. So here, keeping good pressure on the hips is a good way to control the person on the bottom, so they can't wiggle out, so they can't get into position to do the arm bar, okay? So now grab me a little tighter. So I get up, I keep my elbows in, and now I want to break his grip. So the first way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to slide out. See how that took place in the legs? And then this leg is going to come here, and I'm just going to pinch down. And pinch tighter with your knee.
With this knee?
Yep.
Okay.
You want this to really come up close. Okay. Now, advanced guys will go into leg locks here, but we're gonna pass the guard first. So the easiest way is to keep this here, and then just put this knee right over, just like this. Then you're gonna get head control. You're gonna get control here. And you're gonna back step this way. So one more time. We'll drill this. Okay. So he's here. Posture up, knees on the inside. Come out. Pinch the knee down. A little bit of side pressure. Knee over. Back step. One more time.
Okay, you lefty or right?
I'm all right.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're doing it from that side, because I feel like I want to do it from the other side.
No, from both, either one.
Yeah.
Sit up. Square off. And then chin.
Yep.
Open. Here. Practice a couple times. And then we'll do like some submissions from side
You
control.
guys try it. Okay. And now this is a new guard pass for me. I'm used to the old windshield wiper with the knee. Used to the old windshield wiper with the knee.
Pinch this inside.
Or standing up.
And then this is just gonna kind of push out a little bit.
Sorry, again.
And this is gonna go. Yep. And then this is gonna come forward. Then this is gonna control my head. So control the leg.
Do me a favor? Okay, I got a part where I'm coming up with this, but I'm not hitting that come over the side.
This.
So, I'm not sure what I'm doing with it, we're just coming over to the side.
So you're just, yeah, you're just getting, angle. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Just like that. And
So
then,
just come over and get an angle.
and then this is really gonna push now. And that pinch should open the leg. And obviously guys are gonna be strong, they're gonna fight it a little bit.
Yeah, alright, well, he's gonna let me do it, he's going to practice, so I'm gonna.
You guys can work, you gotta, you'll go ahead and show them. Yeah, so you're just gonna kind of pick the one side you're going to. Good. And then this leg is gonna come up to the mat, but bring it in closer and really pinch your knee in. And then, you see how his legs open already? Now, maintain your pressure here, you don't want to be on the mat.
Now,
This is on the mat.
Squeeze
And now push it down a little bit. You just bring your knee over. You want to keep that hook there.
That's it.
And then this is gonna come under his leg. This is gonna go around his face. And then you're gonna take a long back step.
It should be easier than that. He's doing it in a way.
Yep, just so I can control
He
now.
really has to try hard. I'm saying, what you're saying wasn't so much about that.
So just, yeah, just do it like 3 times and switch, 3 times and
What
switch.
you get so deep, this is what you need to do to tighten. You follow me? Again. Again, try to, try one more time. I'm the only one with the key in this side, Jim. A little better. Okay, you get the idea.
I'm trying to show you something. When you go over this knee, try and keep it tight.
Right leg, still touch my leg down and
So you wanna be able to keep that, that's gonna keep it from getting guarded. Now you have all the time in the world.
Alright, so the second you go, right? Okay.
Yeah, do it like 3 times. In, good, angle off to one side, good, bring that knee up, push it, really push it. You wanna get my body, yep, there you go. And then we're back step, so you're not sliding over me. So when I'm here.
Oh, okay.
So, well, you're going into Tommy type, is that what that is, when you sit through?
It's kinda like, it's a full the back step.
So from here to the sidewalk, how you come in here?
You can. Eventually.
What are you doing?
Yeah, so you seem to be coming this side, so.
That's what I do, calm down, control. Right? And it's like hands, right? So put my foot over the guard.
I'm here, when I'm falling down.
Yeah.
See, this is something, so I usually, generally what I've been doing is teaching the lay heavy, but then also coming in because, you know, I need to control that, just like you're doing.
Yep.
And teaching them to get their side control, lay heavy first, come shouldering, then come in. And then I can, whatever from here, back the arm.
Yeah,
Well, or just try to go from out. See, what they were doing was, they weren't guarded against the mount, they won't lift the knee up at all, so we started mounting them, and then I was showing them that they can't do that, they started automatically getting that knee up.
So when you bring the needle like that,
Yep.
into the upper.
And keep this tight in here, because eventually it's gonna go under.
So you want.
And then this is gonna come across my face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is I'm finding it now, yeah, it's a little awkward, just trying to get bring the leg back at first.
There's a lot of different ways you'll use the back.
Yeah, it's just the great, it's like a part. Correct.
This is still today, one of my favorite ways to do this. Are you guys getting it?
Yeah, yeah, we gotta go over it for this guy. So they're gonna watch out.
They're coming around.
You have time, so you don't have to rush through it slow. Because when, if my leg's pinned, it's very hard for me
My
to.
hands are up, I'm still, I'm trying to sit up. Right, so push this down, control.
Just keep come over a little bit more. And try and get your knee to the ground, and
Are you gonna take it? The reason why I like to do that first. I'm not doing that, right? You're right.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I think I got it. If I can't, I just.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here, just here. Alright, so from here, I wanna.
You gotta put in this leg, gotta put that leg through the ankle.
just so you did it pretty, you did it really good. Just at the end.
Right, it keeps that like that, nice. Well, I think you don't have to hold that until you actually pass and let it go. I think it's so you can pass, you kind of lock that leg in there, so I don't get it around, so maybe you're just holding onto it too long. Not really, to show myself.
And then when you come here though, maintain that control because you're still keeping his leg pinned. So you just want to just that.
Oh.
It's so tight, it goes one way, now walk around.
Okay.
You wanna do
Alright.
Now hold that, now lift up on this leg, right? Now just hold it till you come around, then when you come around,
What I want you to think of.
and then you let go of that, and then you break the neck with your knees. And your knees walk in there. You don't hold it all the way up, there you go. How I do it. You know what I'm saying?
your posture, stay up strong, and really get your knee as close as you can. Twist that over, and you want it always your elbows in, you don't want your elbows out. And start with pressure. Bang, yeah. And then now you're and then now this is gonna hold cross face, and then that's gonna prevent it. And then you're just gonna take a giant back step.
I'm saying, you feel both my knees, or my knees and my knees.
So we're just going right to side, we're not doing that extra step.
Yeah, and then you come in the side, and then we'll do some submissions for the
So
side.
yeah,
So try here. You just kind of like throw, it's kind of like a shirt, right? You kind of throw yourself into a shirt.
Back here, try it on me.
here. I try it.
So I'm gonna be trying to hold you down, and you wanna get that posture up. Yes, like that.
Bring this over there, right? Now, okay, now you're gonna lift up on that leg, and see how you got that lock? Keep that until you come around. That leg's gonna stop you coming around.
Yeah, and I almost could have gotten it off my half guard. So if you don't need that slow again, so what I'm trying to do on the bottom is he's trying to pass me.
Now get the other knee all the way up.
I'm trying to hook him. But
There
as he
you go.
comes
That's
this
what I
way,
do.
I'm gonna wanna get half
when I
of
drop
it.
it.
You see how I just did that?
I was using that.
And
as
now,
a pivot point
he,
for pressure.
he's no longer the dominant position because I have his other leg.
You can,
So that's
but
the
watch
important
it.
part of
You
keeping
watch what I do.
this
I'm
pin.
inside control.
So if you keep this pin, I can't get half
When
of
I,
it.
when I
So
do
that's
all
why I
that
just wanna not do
guard
that back step.
and they
No,
get
no,
here,
really just lean
then I
backwards.
suck it into here. You understand? I suck it into here.
It's a weird
And
motion.
if you watch, he's doing the same thing, but you just realize you
just gotta
try to
commit to it.
automatically do that.
You can do
You
it
know,
from
then I'll do maybe
standing.
knee on belly or whatever, but I go to my base. Is what it, but it's not only that, it's controlling that hip, controlling the body with the knees type of thing. Getting you from being able to trim, pull that knee through.
Okay.
Couple more
Okay, so-
times.
It's always the cramp that gets me, right here, yeah.
So I'm not doing this, where you go to punch, right? You're not there, maybe here, so there's a little bit of an angle. You go to punch out, okay.
You just didn't swing, you didn't swing like that, that's it. I keep on doing the accident.
Should this?
Don't run.
Yeah, sure,
This
that's
should
it.
end up coming so far back.
Alright, stop.
You should
Stop.
have more.
Did you bring a water?
What?
Did you bring a water?
No,
Drink a water.
there's no water there.
Alright, well, throw away the freaking garbage, just find out.
You want your knee on the ground. Make the back step, and cross it. Keep that here, right, so your back step, fall. What do you use? Keep this down, right? And then just
Yeah,
take this
Kenny, if
way.
you want, just take the cap off of my water bottle. Go. The black one. Start taking the cap off.
Here. Coming back, and this is still holding your foot down. And this is back here. These now, so weird.
Your car on you?
Was that hard for you? You did it when you first learned it? It was, right?
Yeah, it's not, it's not.
So after.
Guys, that's something that's new to me, I've never seen it or not familiar with it.
Yeah, no, you can do it, so when you're up here,
It's like number one
you can
reason.
do it from here.
I
Use
just
that.
just hopping, I'll be late, he's just gonna, I gotta show him.
Sodas.
We always use weird angle. I don't know how many months ago,
One day, I was walking the school, and I stopped, I got, I came down, and it was on,
because I have my style.
I live
Like this
right there,
goes
across
first,
the
it goes
street.
around the wall.
So at the fence of the
You know what I'm
school,
saying?
I think it
So I just on top of the
like
kid, different flavors up.
a whole lot.
Different styles.
Okay.
That's just it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna have their own style or something they're good at or something they do. You know, you're bringing definitely, technique.
Always messy.
Yeah, let's do something whatever you want, whatever you feel like going over. The school I've been, like I said, I've been all over the map, guys, we're gonna do something else.
So, and we're just gonna continue walking. So, right, we're here, come up, break. I pass. Okay, so now what do we do next? So now we wanna start isolating the arm. And the guy that I train under, his name's Joe D'Arcy, and he has a choke named after him. It's called the Darce. So I'll show you guys how one of the Darce setups. So do you see what I just did with my knee, how I got the arm up here? Yeah, that's what I would want. And I want to then get his arm here. While I'm still here, I'm gonna abandon the leg, and I'm gonna now control the hip.
This is this, right?
So whenever you're on top, even if you're on mountain, you probably wanna come on this side.
If I take this.
The two most important components about top control, whether you're here or not, is controlling the head and controlling the hips. If he can move the head or the hips, then he can escape. So that's why this is called a cross face, and this is just nice and here, nice and tight. And this knee over here is also inside.
Together.
So I'm gonna pull up on here,
You can see, keep
and
doing
it's a pretty
like,
slick
You
posture.
gotta just lock into place.
This hand is gonna come across, and it's gonna grab the inside of my own leg. Now, he's not really gonna be able to roll into me, so, because my legs are here, the person's gonna most likely try to escape by rolling out that way. And that's exactly what I want them to do. So when I feel that coming this way, this arm is gonna switch. This is gonna come here. You guys see how the choke is developing? Just by getting the person to roll over. And I can keep the pressure here, and I'm now gonna really drive my pressure onto the person's shoulder, and I want this kind of right here.
So wherever I
It's
am.
better here, and you just feel the pressure getting tighter right
Now, where's my foot?
So, how we're gonna finish,
That's why I said, like, look at
we're
your
gonna
back.
come in, you guys have seen people make that grip before on the bicep, and you really want to squeeze in, and this, you wanna bend up here, and that's what we gotta do. Now, if the person is not tapping, you probably don't have it deep enough. So, what you can do to get the choke deep, you can grab here, clamp, put the head, and really shoot the arm through. Keep control here, don't let them get the arm out. If you get the arm out, you won't get the choke. Come back on top.
That breaks the hole.
So we did the pass, right, we're past that, now we're in the side. Okay. We have the arm isolated because we brought the leg up, he's over here. I'm gonna come over the head, I'm gonna grab the inside of my own leg.
And you're fighting an arm.
I'm gonna either force him to go to the side or wait for him to go. As he goes to the side, I come here, this arm starts to control their arm, pushing it down. I'm here. If I need to go deeper, I clasp, I shoot through, and I can finish. If this doesn't finish here, what I can also do is shift my body towards here, and I can try and hook their legs. This makes it very tight.
Let me ask you a question. Ponder over this with help with that.
Okay.
If somebody's really got the darts in there, is there really a defense against it once it's here? I mean, there is, okay, alright, you don't have to show it to me, but I've never been able to figure that out. Because once I put somebody in the darts, you know, just standing darts or whatever, we've come up with ideas on how to get out of it, none of us really come up with an idea, actually how to get out of the darts. So I'm interested to see that, but let's not put the cops
So
in the
this is
horse.
straight.
So, show
So
me
the
one
one
more
What
time.
he's gonna do.
So I've got inside the shoulder, or maybe Cassiatami, what you show the guys already, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
So you're showing pulling up and coming here, and all you gotta do is just then come here.
okay,
And now you're in that position to do the choke.
okay.
So from here, you're just gonna reach over,
So leopard
you're gonna
is.
grab your own leg from the inside. This is gonna switch hips. Get them here, maintain control of their arm. Get really heavy by, you see how I'm on my toes, and I really drive into the person. You don't wanna do this. If you're doing this, you're not heavy. So you really wanna be here, like when you're doing it live.
Power is who drops in the stance. It's all low stance. So when you do it,
Yeah.
I'll show you guys a good one. It's easier, this one is easier without the key, so you guys are.
You know, we'll have to do it.
Yeah, so just go to the side.
You wanna face this way.
Oh, yeah. So, when you did that like back step pass, it's easy to just get like this knee up here. Or, I know Sensei Frank shows grabbing behind the elbow and then coming up this way, and then you can just switch your hips and you're here. So this is how you want this control. Okay? So from here, this arm goes underneath and it grabs the inside of my thumb. Now, here, I can have the person roll, the person probably gonna escape. And then now, I don't wanna be north-south, I wanna be a little bit of an angle. So I'm coming here, and I'm controlling the arm, I'm shoving the arm down here. And this is just moving that grip. And I drive into him. If it's not tight enough,
That makes sense.
I have enough time to
This little
drive it on the shoulder.
Well, you can have walk.
sliding.
Because I'm not just kidding, I'm not here.
You get power on that.
It's this one.
Oh, the arm has to go in.
Sometimes we have my own meat.
So it's not this one. This one.
So I got this part.
Force him to hit the side as you start to come around and really shoot your arm through, but keep the arm here. Stay heavy on the arm.
My hands come off. Okay.
Now keep going over. So you maintain control of that arm. And keep your weight on the front. And then now you can control the back, really shoot the arm through. And then try and get on his toes and knees. Really dry. You want this arm down here.
This is a blind Because now it feels familiar. I just never did it, but I think Brian does this technique.
There's a couple different ways to hit it, so.
I think this is the way he hits it.
Yes.
Feels familiar, he just never told it to me, he just always did it to me. You know?
Yeah. I wasn't deep enough. I wasn't deep enough, yeah.
You guys got it?
I'm close, I wasn't deep enough. I want, ideally, right here, is the two.
Come through. And then make sure his arm is kind of slowly come across his face as you're using the weight. Don't go down.
So why not low enough, am I too high?
Your weight's on your knees, you need to be on your toes.
Okay. So I'm here. The second I get it, I push out.
And start turning them over.
So it's like, yeah, push them over, come out of my knee.
Yeah, and now like just stay on your toes and move out to the side.
Let's go before John.
Yeah.
Here,
I'll show you.
I feel like my chest is here, you see,
It's like you're driving with your elbow. And the reason why you're driving
And then you start to get the arm up here. You see how I use this? Push his arm this way. Yeah, just gotta keep going. And use this arm. Just around here. So you're there. Eventually, you're not gonna be able to hold your leg anymore. Eventually, you'll get to the point where. And as I come over to the side, I'm just pushing that arm and punching it through. And like I said, if I need to readjust, I can grab the back of the head and go deeper.
Okay.
Come here.
Take a breath.
And Walter, walk him through it on me. You do it on me.
Try and you want to keep your weight on him, so don't go too far over. This is gonna go on. This is gonna go on top of it. And you're gonna start pushing to the side as you come around. And then this is gonna let go. And then now your focus situation, trying to keep this arm through as this arm stays across. So eventually this arm, you're gonna let go.
Dang,
This arm's gonna
dang.
go.
Gotcha.
We'll run side. And then use this arm to face. His arm in place. And get his arm across the face.
I'm keeping it.
Grabbing the inside of your leg?
Yeah.
Okay.
your weight.
And then I come on top. Take this arm, roll it. Right, now come all the way around.
Huh? Well, you know what it is, it's new. I've been
More.
showing you guys
Count- count more.
something different.
So don't be 90, be over here. That's what you had us.
Oh, okay.
And then now,
Oh,
Greg, you're on.
yeah, you're getting control. So it doesn't matter, this doesn't have to be like this at first.
No.
Okay, that's where I was, so from here,
There's somebody that's.
and then you said, bring this arm out like this,
And then go underneath.
go underneath,
And then now use this arm, go on his hip, push him onto the side, and try and maintain the arm here. Eventually this is gonna let go. Yeah, and now you're just gonna come around the side. Come around the side.
See this
See this, how this is up. And then now you just grab the bicep with your rear naked shoulder here, and then drive all of your weight onto the shoulder.
yeah, I was messing with the first part, I don't know if I had to bring the shoulder over first, or if I had to like, you
So I
know,
mean,
take
yeah.
the arm down like you did.
Yeah. So the whole, I mean, there's a lot of ways you can set this up. The whole premise
So
of
make sure
this
your knees are
stroke
in.
is the fact that
Right
this
now, knees
guy's
are in
arm
tight,
is
tight,
here,
tight.
and that this arm is coming through.
I can get
So
that.
you're just getting into the position.
No, stay away, stay away.
Yeah.
So go back, give your hand up.
That's it. So by
So put your, arm
coming
on
across
my
and
hip and
grabbing your own
use your
leg.
forearm to roll the other side. Right, so make sure your elbow's down. Elbow down, right, now use your whole forearm. There you go.
I'm kinda getting.
Yeah, that would
Try to hold it. Alright, try to hold it and slap it across.
Good, good. Now you should be coming around the other side of them. And then this arm is right here. And then just get to the side a little bit more and get all of your weight on your toes. You don't want to be on your knees. And you don't want them on his back. You want them on his side.
Yeah, I would agree there. That's very cool.
So it's all from the beginning. So like you can't let them. I think it might be down. Your eye opens up. Yeah, so I mean, you know, he's obviously not the skinniest guy in the world, so he's gonna be harder than most to move around. But really try and get him here. The more that I push him here,
I never really did this step over thing like this. I never really did that. What you call that, back step?
Get the arm tight.
I never really did that back step, I tried it a couple of times.
Oh, I'm saying you can't do it.
so like if you have your gi,
I don't have to bring it over.
and we're gonna go gi.
Your knees are what's gonna give it control.
Make my arm go that way.
I didn't know the other night, except he didn't do the whole roll, he just came down and did like, you know, he just dropped onto me with his shoulder. Right?
One time.
did?
There you go.
He did a short, I did the long version, I did the long version, remember the long version we used to do? This whole thing from here?
Oh, yeah, so I still use that every now and then.
Okay, well, what you just did was kind of a short version, I kinda liked it, cause you just came from here, which one, I just came down there.
Because we do a lot of this, so we do a lot of them.
See that? When it's right uncomfortable, a different position.
I do a lot of them. Yeah. Just like over. For sure. Better. Someone saying you stuff. Just try to like force me
Well, see, you know what the whole thing is? So most of the time we're doing no-gi technique, but that's cool.
I think, to be honest,
See what he was doing?
I just don't think.
Okay, you remember when I was
The
showing
right
you the other
side
night?
to lock it in.
How the guy's not gonna
That's how
let
you
you
do
just
it. Like, you
flail
can't
his
do
legs
it in
around
one spot,
for you to do that.
bro, you don't
He did a little different. Watch what he's doing. He catches
So,
it.
it's called a bullfighter. So it's a circular motion of the leg where you're almost pushing your leg back. As you push, you do this like.
I have good memories, now I just,
more of that back step.
Let me see that pass that you did, the first one you did, where you just came right down the top of me. Really? Oh, nice. Listen to me, guys, he's laying so heavy with his shoulder in the perfect position, where he didn't do this big spin like I was showing you last week, although he remembers us doing that. And he says he still does it every once in a while. But he kind of, see, I didn't see you do it, I want you to do it to Mike so I can see. I'm glad to do that to you, that simple one.
No, now that you said it, so, this is often called combat pose. So where you're in almost feels like a neutral position, where you have one leg inside, you have one leg inside. So you want those grips, and this side will go down, and then it's that same back step you did. And then your weight just.
Yeah.
Goes around.
It's like the perfect down pressure, heaviness that you try to achieve inside control that I've been showing these guys. You know, Matt, he's a big guy, he's got some weight, but when we first, I'm light, or yin and yang. And when I first started, he wasn't utilizing his weight at all. He was letting guys reverse him and stuff like that, and his weight, when he gets on top, nobody should be trying to, the beginner shouldn't be getting out from him. You know what I'm saying? So I've been showing him how to lay heavy and everything like that. And guys, you feel me hold you in side control, laying heavy, getting your feet up, and you know, putting your toes out there. But feel the way he's laying on you, I'm not used to getting in that position. So I wanna try that. You kinda came, yep.
From there, knee grip. And then you push this down this way, and then do the back step out that way. But try and maintain that knee kick both. Without your butt of the leg.
So it's the same thing, right? We square up.
Stand back up now.
Swing
Don't let go of the knees.
Okay.
So push the knees down this way, and then back step right way.
So you throw your kick out?
And then I'm gonna try and come back, keep that control.
Okay. Alright, guys, it's a position I'm not used to being in. I'll have to work on it. But, let's try it.
Inside, outside.
Right, Carol, try that.
Inside snap.
Okay, I know you guys ain't got knees on for you to grab or anything. Just simulate. Grab the knees, move it to the side.
So a lot of times,
No,
like,
it's the way to do it. It's something else.
these out.
But that's not gonna be, it's gonna be like a, right here. Lock it up here. Fight your way.
Now, go back in that, position. Go back.
You can try it.
I can't just reverse you because you have a hold of my knee. Now, in a nogi situation,
An Nogi would probably do not so much that.
Push my knees
Okay, in
in.
an Nogi situation,
Yeah, kick this leg in.
so,
Yeah, drop your hip. Don't let go.
We gotta have this pleasure.
Yeah, don't let go, let your legs.
so like that, you're kind of, where,
So grab the actual pin. Yeah. So push it in, kick this leg out,
Pull this shit.
drop down. Don't let go, don't let go.
it feels like magic, right?
well, you know what it is, what I feel
Yeah,
is your head.
that's what he said, hold on the ball.
Everything you do is
So
heavy.
basically you're trying to like
From a leg heavy,
So let me show you.
transition from a leg
Oh, like
heavy to
Bubba
a high.
Gonzalez?
You never go off, he said, for me, that's the difference from when we used to train. Now, I've been working with the feet.
So I got this. You like this.
20 seconds.
One's
You know what I'm saying?
one's in, one's out. This is what we got.
And it's great.
One's in, big. That's what I had, right? So I'm fighting Kenny's hold.
You had it on my
Push
face.
it in, push it in. Right, I didn't let go. So I'm gonna take this leg and throw it out.
You're gonna drop on them.
Right? I still have it. You really wanna be here.
So,
Right?
you're basically basically like pulling a pole.
Kind of like the scissor post.
Yo, side by nine.
Pole
In the
just
face.
slam down.
I can't see it, now I see.
Slide down with Spider-Man techniques.
So
Got me good.
good, so we're here, right? There's a weapon coming out, we're here. So it's almost like you're like trying to swim,
Yeah.
right?
I need to grab my lead on that.
So I think you gotta, instead of you drop it down, swing it around so your hip should be up high. That's what it is? So like your hip should land like here.
You gotta do it in one motion.
You said, so we do like a warm up, or just running around.
That's fine, just go slow.
Try pushing the arm.
We're here, right?
Come to the side a little.
The arm is original, right?
You don't wanna finish from north south. You want your body to be perpendicular to the guy.
So I got here.
So when you get the arm through here, you get the push over, and you step on your toes, and you're making an L. Now,
See, that's what I was doing. See, that's what I was doing, I was going.
yeah, you don't watch out, so.
Then I was starting to go over.
Straight and along. Right, and grab whatever it is.
You wanna do a couple rounds? Have you show them,
Now,
pushing the site or something? Actually, so I think so.
Now you're supporting it. You get
You're
your
gonna let
feet
go
out
of this
a
one,
little
maybe?
bit.
If you try to straighten out, you just hold that.
Closer to the bottom of the foot.
My arm's so sorry.
And so you're never gonna see it.
Right, okay.
When you fix yourself, it works.
Now look.
I don't know what it is.
You're rotating.
You do it to your right.
Smooth.
Good, great.
No, I don't think I can do it.
So,
I'm just keeping the, I guess you got.
whatever you got, right? I don't know. But let's say I get out.
Oh, then take this leg.
So basically what you're doing is, you're doing this
Oh, I know.
against
Don't let go of the hand.
actually being put on.
Don't let go of the
It's
hand.
once it's deep, I mean, once it's deep like that, like that's.
Oh, no, got where you go. I let go of it.
There's almost no defense against it, right?
I see why it's weird.
It's kind of like, so unfortunately, you just have to throw your weight on the person. It's dangerous. I'm gonna keep my hands here, so you can land on my arm. So,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
you're doing it slow, so that's what's
That's
hurt.
exactly what it is.
Nasty issue. You have to knock it out. And we're not gonna hurt each other. We're gonna do our best not to hurt each other.
Right knee up,
You go.
grab around,
So,
and then extend.
I can't.
Legs up.
The one thing that's you doing that.
Yeah.
Right, what else?
Really listen to this.
You know the scissor sweep, Kenny?
No.
You had to crank it more to get the pad. If
I
you
knew
did
that.
it more,
Any of
see what it
way
did.
it's gonna look.
There's a way in the first.
It's like you put the sword through the arm.
Yeah. So we wanna land, you guys are gonna come around, you wanna land like this.
You feel them going for the way trying to don't let them get. Same thing
Right,
with
that's what you're gonna
you
do.
feel them going to get.
So you're gonna come from here.
Same thing with the rear naked choke, you know?
You're gonna come in, and you're just gonna throw the leg.
You know, once you get that naked choke,
The blade through the hand?
what's the defense against that? It's two, it's kinda like 280 that way. It's like,
You ready, Kenny?
Yeah.
Here.
Right, all the way back. So you want to step and take that.
Make sure the arm is normal.
Yeah, you just kept it right here.
You guys, what are you gonna do?
Legs are.
Just get it like into, you have weight home like that.
Yeah, I did.
Bro,
Really hard to do.
but after just doing that a few times, I feel like it's like.
Oh, yeah, you screwed it.
More like. Cause like originally I was like, I don't know. You'll see me at like.
You guys resist it or do you?
You wanna try it?
Alright, now take, pull it in. Pull the sword in, like it's down, pull it behind it. Now take it down his side.
Make sure the arms open more.
So, I don't know if you're kind of.
You kind of, I mean, like,
Don't cut low.
So here's the thing, right, like, even if it's not 100%, you're still
Yeah,
smoother.
keep it going.
You know, it still sucks.
yeah, no, that's what, yeah, that's why I have. But like, if you get the arm all the way over, then like, it's a,
On your back.
you just gotta
Wrap it. Alright, just now put it back on the wrist, nice. Pick the knee up. Block high, down. Step
This kid does it like a back motion.
Keep the sword going. Alright, let's talk about that real quick. Can we see your sword?
Very good.
Just stand here.
Hey, man, you got a time?
We're here.
You got a time, right?
You took it. Very good. Take a little step back.
So it wasn't worth it trying to like use my arms, so like, I went.
Alright.
We do like 5 minute rounds. You guys were good at your work.
You wanna,
The weapon would have kept
you
you.
wanna maybe let the roll a bit and critique them on what they're doing? You know what I'm saying? Because just letting them roll around aimlessly, ain't doing it.
We can
I
do.
think supervised rolling is probably what they need at this point. I stop mold,
Yeah.
you know, type of thing. Okay, listen, this is what we do. Guys, we're gonna roll a little bit, maybe we'll all roll together. Right now, I want two of these, I want Steve and Mike to roll, and I want Walter to monitor and see what these guys are doing.
And then it
And,
just keeps
I mean,
going.
he can stop, I don't like,
Place?
he can't stop me every 5 seconds to critique you. But I want him to watch us roll for a little bit, and then maybe tell you what he sees that you guys are doing or should be doing, okay? So, why don't you start off and, why don't you start off and Steve first,
Yeah, it's a sword, it's really dull.
okay?
Yeah, so even at high school, we start off in guard, or we'll start off from the knees.
Okay.
You know, so we don't start every single time. Okay, ready?
I don't know.
On the bottom, remember, you want him down.
Just
When
gotta
you're
keep
in
going.
the guard, you wanna get up and get that posture. There you go. There, it works.
Step back,
Get that knee in tighter to his hip.
push the sword.
And then now really get your elbow and push up.
Now come up here.
Let's come this way a little bit.
Guys, come over here, let's come over here, and Mike, you're down in your guard.
So that pass was really good, but you see how you didn't do the back step, you tried to slide him over his leg, which allowed him to do that. Did you guys see that? Notice how?
Yeah. That's not too tough. Alright. Just a sit up, step, hit.
2-on-1 control is always good, so what I mean by 2-on-1 control is when you're on the bottom, you're always one of them trying to grab his arm with both of yours, that's 2-on-1 arm, which is a good trick too.
Right?
That's it?
When you're on the yeah, so,
What?
now, you don't wanna do that, when you're on the bottom, you still want your hands protecting your neck, and you want your hands down, and you don't wanna grab them like that, yep, down,
I'm gonna tear it back.
there you go. And you
So
can
you
start
did the
pushing
flower?
on,
Just take a
when you're on the
step.
bottom, you're gonna want one foot to be straight, you're gonna want one foot to be up, and then you're gonna hip up like you're doing a bridge, and that's gonna create that little space right there, and then you can use your elbow to kind of
Just do that.
So from here, step out, let the sword out.
Okay, keep going. Go.
I'm sorry, I had a stick. So, we're here.
Work a little bit, Mike.
You let it down.
Well,
Over, pull it, thrust. And then
isolating either of his arms to one other side is a good way to go when you're on top.
Just
It's that Americana and there's an arm wrestle.
Step one. Cut back. Make sure you stop cutting the grass. So. And roll.
Now on the bottom here, you want underhook. So you want to reach up and you want to drive your elbow under and grab underhook. That's what you want on the
Forward
bottom.
flower.
Now you're in a better position. And really try and get on your right hip and try
There you
to
go.
get that underhook deep. Yeah, keep going. Yep.
Pull it. Now, so fix your bow and arrow. So just, you could just.
And then you can be fighting back for the underhook. So if you feel space, get that underhook back. Yes. And now you're in a better position with the underhook. When you're in this half
Just turn
guard
to this
position,
bow now.
it's a big battle for
Put
that
the
underhook.
sword on the rock, cut across the body. Then when you cut back, feet together. Straight on the rock. Place it. Not on the shoulder. Just cut your wrist. No. So place it. Place it. Gotta be off. So you don't place it here.
Just follow them up, you know, sit back.
Cross that.
Alright, good. How long was that?
And then bring it back.
3 minutes and 45 seconds, you stop there.
Put the hand down.
Matt,
put the
see
hand
you
down.
again?
Feet together. Hand by ear.
Once you
Oh,
go
that's it.
down, you go.
Get knives. It looks like.
Guys, you know, I mean, not weeks ago, whenever we said, you guys had interacting.
You got it.
These guys got a little bit now, so that's good. Okay, guys. That's what's happening. Stop.
I saw it away. I thought you were going for an arc triangle.
Try not to extend out too far because you could get arm barred. Keep your elbows in and always your arms together. And if you're in, you can get triangle there, no really
That's
nice.
what you flip, bro. Oh, man. I couldn't. Yeah, I would try to, I did not flip. When he did it, just not enough space.
It's not a good head control right there. You can get choked, so you want to.
Close your arm in. Not.
You know you're not?
I mean, technically they're all my knot, but on the bottom.
That's fine. Kind of heavy. Oh, you had
Yeah. One push straight and one foot bend.
stop.
Really good.
Like burn it.
Mat lock. Watch out for the mat lock. Alright, stop. So, you know, just like the sword.
You come down. When you're on top, get that cross face. You know that one, your arm across this. Yeah, and heavy pressure, slide it up. Yeah, you turn away, like really.
Oh, him?
Yeah. You always want that cross face pressure, you know what I'm saying? Like under, bring that arm through and like drive it forward and drive your shoulder in his face. He really likes that from the bottom. That's
So I was
from-
here.
Yeah,
So we'll try to get
he
there.
can get out, there's a lot of space there.
Hey guys, listen, if you tap because you're not comfortable or you run out of gas, that's tap, you understand? If you run out of gas, you have to tap, that's the same thing. Listen, okay, guys, you went about 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So to give you an idea, if you pace yourself a
Bow
little
and arrow.
differently, you'd be able to go a little longer, okay? At that pace, that's all you went,
Now slide this.
okay? So think about that. Not that I want you to do that in the street, you know what I'm saying? Although Matt, you seem to be still in pretty good shape. Once, alright, once you go down, Matt, getting his guard is done.
This was Sierra once.
So from here, we're gonna step up here apart. We're gonna count 1. So keep them together. 2. And 3. So, watch me. I'm here. Keep them locked.
Try and get that half guard on the bottom. No, all the way, knee underneath.
This top. Stop this.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then now get to your hip with that underhook. You have that good underhook, so I'm trying to slide out.
So we're gonna go 1.
Guys, oh, great, great. Come back over this way.
Guys, hold up, come back over this way. I mean, really, no, guys, just like.
Oh, I thought you.
One over
I was
this
like,
way.
what is he giving me for? I don't remember when we were.
Work outside.
So we got
We had,
Go into Steve's side control.
we had one like,
2,
Half guard, good.
3.
ready?
We get a couple going at the same time.
Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, we should have it. Ready? 1, 2, 2.
Oh, good.
Guys, come over this way. Side control. Come all the way over.
Oh,
Get more sideways, not points up. You look on.
This line's up there.
If you're breathing that heavy, you guys are going too hard.
It's not 1, 2, just together. Leave it. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were gonna hit him.
Alright, I'm still here. He's asking me how I feel.
And I heard you're so weird. Oh.
Can't do that. I almost had the dark, so I was trying so hard.
Yeah, you did. Did, I thought you were gonna get it.
You wriggled out. It was fine.
You need.
It is right. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta drink more water, man.
Why?
It's like it's 50 grams a day.
Come on now. I kept going for the arm triangle. And you kept playing me good on it.
He's got another cramp. He only drinks freaking iced tea.
Come on, Kenny. I can't even lie. I do the same thing. Byron, how's it going? Alright. Still weird.
Yeah, like,
No.
Dad, can you do the butterflies when you're done looking?
Stuff, and I'm definitely not able to do the rest of it anyway. I was looking at it, and bro, it was like, people were like, yeah, like, just like rested.
That's good. You're gonna come back to living after dinner.
I was like, well, no, I started reading, but he was just fucking out.
Don't worry, man.
I was mad nervous, started reading.
I've done the story from the sneakers.
It feels much better than that thing, but it's still correct and shit.
Probably just got one, like, hydrate stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm good.
Alright?
Two,
You're all right.
twice this day. Yeah.
You're
Like 2 left.
You died.
Yeah, how do I start? Going into
I
that?
think I was
You in your bed?
trying to get them all. It doesn't work. Oh, that was a good shot.
I know, I finally did it. Forever. Did it.
Come on, me.
Alright, let's get up to, I guess the flowers in the first one. And then we'll look at
The poor rocket, the flower, he doesn't know how to do it. He doesn't know how to do it.
all the flowers.
You better remember everything.
The one
No, no.
Hey, Brian. Having fun to roll.
I can't do it anymore.
I see Brian with that. Rolling. He's, no, you got it, right?
You do it, Kenny. Come
That's
on.
not like the elbow, we have no chance.
See, hold on for a second. One of the first things, let me just show you. You remember Nicky Lucchese? Okay. He was an American Jiu-Jitsu guy. He was Rocky Point. One of the first things was the knee. You take it, you punch it to the ground, just a circle choke, and you know, it was pretty much what you did. We did it from. Oh, yeah, yeah. First one.
You always have to
basically
Bro,
just.
you
So that's a good.
just jumped off.
I was like, oh shit.
How'd you end up? Yes, he's doing it right. Bro, you just jumped off.
I forgot how to do the end. The end got to me.
I just went to walk by. You were at Greenwood Mountain.
What, I was like, jump. My side control basically. Wait, no.
But a lot of times you're not gonna let me do that, so I'm gonna come here and
He just jumped off. You
I
gotta
get
catch
this S mount. So it's a setup. You go for the choke, expecting them to block the choke. When they block the choke, so you block my choke with your hands.
And then it's not your challenge that we really hold the arms to break the legs. Out of control.
That's right here, right?
Swing over, yeah, who knows? Close.
Oh, yes, you can. And then do that, I just grabbed it.
I know, yeah, I was like,
I do this, right?
Cause they don't put it on the bottom.
Make sure you keep control.
Swing this leg around.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so bad. It wasn't even.
With the swing in the leg, huh?
You're gonna get the thumb up.
Wait, you said don't do it.
And then if you don't have an angle, push your hips up. Push your hips up while you're holding on. But keep pulling down at the same time. Yep. Okay.
Good shape.
Missed it.
You just,
Come on.
Broke it.
I was going with Kenny, you see anything?
I'm trying to remember an arm.
30 inches off?
You want to jump on it?
Yeah, I do.
About hurting your rack?
Yeah.
It's not really good, no?
Let's just make sure we can get up to
Guys, you see what he's doing, how he's flowing?
And this is a super short
I told you about this very scenario, and I'm glad he came down to show you this. To show you where you're at, where I'm at, where he's at, you understand?
He was my first jiu-jitsu teacher ever.
Oh,
I
no.
was working at a physical therapy office, and I was taking karate. And he's like, "You want to learn jiu-jitsu?" I was like, "Yeah." So he brought me down to Royal Supermarket. We trained for like a year and a half, and then we stopped. And then I went to train with a judo guy, Dante, for about another year and a half. Took a couple of years off, and then jiu-jitsu for like over 7 years now.
There you go, he kept on going, which is great, man, you know what I'm saying, it's really great. I talked to Dante 2 years ago, he was in Florida, I was down there, I was on the phone.
It used to be in Royal Supermarket.
This used to be Dante's school right here.
Oh, yeah?
Dante used to be in here. Yeah, that's what he's talking
Oh,
about.
he moved second here
This,
after Royal.
this school used to be Key Church's school. There was a guy, Key Church, that I wanted to go back to the 70s with. It was his school, we knew somebody else, Dante, that was in here, Seafood's in the school. But it's been a karate
You
school for
had
a
hair
long
at
time.
the time? You had hair at the time?
That guy's like,
Yeah, I took my gi off.
That's okay.
How old were you?
We've got a few more minutes. I wanna take advantage.
I didn't, I knew there was.
It's an opportunity.
You have an image?
Do you know ankle locks?
I know, and I
I won't be a jerk, so.
I know the calf crunch, that's what you talk about?
Yeah, this is.
Okay, yeah, we're not, guys, see what he said, I'm not gonna be a jerk. Guys, in jujitsu, sometimes attacking the legs, it's frowned upon because you can get hurt so fast and so easy with the legs, and that puts you out of commission. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, almost like cheating.
Yeah, that's the cross.
So, I mean, you need to learn your legs, but when you're rolling against guys know what they're doing, you try to stay away from it. Like you can go for it, but don't crank. Don't go from 0 to 100. Go from 0 to 30. If you got it, you got it, type of thing. But don't attack the legs like you do the rest of the body.
My legs just go off. Water, no ice can anymore.
I'm 63 too.
You're doing it. Good. I hope I'm rolling around.
I'm 62. I'm still rolling around.
Here's the ankle. What are you doing?
Spare my shoulder.
You're at that point. Go back. 1, 2, and then 3. Then you do it. Stab, stab. And you repeat with 3.
Me and Skip's daddy standing up with the kids.
No, just cover with the blade.
They grew up 3 houses from one.
Now cover with the blade.
And you drop it.
Yeah. So the blade should be out, and then just go into a kneeling stance, so you come, and then circle. Straight. Blades are up, yeah. Then don't worry about that.
After the butterfly. Here.
Yep. That's the
Yeah.
Alright. I'm good.
Think about it, I had an iced tea at home,
Wait, why are you doing
the mango flavor one.
It's very messy, yes, I know.
Okay, guys, line up. Okay, cool stuff tonight, guys. First of all, the whole
The
heat
reason I'm
thing,
not doing that is because
is
you
new
guys
to you
go
guys.
to the spin and that's it.
and what Walter brought here tonight was just invaluable. Walter, thanks for coming down. You're welcome to come down any Monday or Wednesday at 7 o'clock. We would love to have you. Anytime you wanna come down, consider this home. Okay, bro? Alright, everybody feel good? Alright? Alright, that's it, thank you. Good. Good.